Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of No Grow Intel. I am your host Saxophone Delmone, giving you the latest news in sound money science. It's so much to be able to tell. There's so much happening in silver and cryptocurrency and blockchain and Bitcoin, so I just want to get right into it, right? Let's switch over to my laptop, please. Mr. Leonard Harris on all of the keys. He's in the band. He's on the keys. Thank you. This is just my login for the silver, but I want to show you what's happening on the Bitcoin news first. All right. And this is a perfect article. I saw this back in November 3rd, 2020. So I wanted to share with you guys because I'm always being asked, where do I find all this information? How do you know all this stuff? And I read all the time. I'm always reading. And so it says, at the risk of offending Bitcoin or silver investors, I think this is a question worth asking. The title of this is Silver the Next Bitcoin? So I've been researching and following these assets for some time. In my view, it's not an either or dilemma. You should simply own both, silver and Bitcoin. I believe silver and Bitcoin remain massively undervalued and that the market fundamentals of both these assets look extremely bullish. Bullish means that it's going to shoot up. The price is going to shoot up. Bearish is when it either drops or it just stays steady, right? The point is, like Bitcoin, silver goes through massive rallies. Participating in them can be very lucrative. So let's review the outlook for Bitcoin, then draw the parallels to better understand what may lie in store for silver. The case for Bitcoin. Remember, I have both. I've been preaching both, but sometimes Bitcoin jumps and silver doesn't. Sometimes silver jumps and Bitcoin doesn't. Right now, Bitcoin's jumping. Silver just jumped last week. Bitcoin's jumping this week. So it says, born from its modest 2009 origins in the wake of the 2008-2009 financial crisis, Bitcoin has come a long way, rising dramatically in value from its early days. Today, its influence is not only undeniable, it's inevitable. Consider that U.S. Fed Chair Jerome Powell recently told an IMF-hosted digital payments panel that 80% of central banks globally are exploring the issuance of a central bank digital currency, CBDC. Remember, it was said Bitcoin was supposed to be decentralized, right? But of course, people are making too much money. It's getting too big. They're missing out on too much money. Our government is not going to let us do this. So they're figuring ways out. Here it goes. He also said, we do think it's more important to get it right than to be first. And getting it right means that we not only look at the potential benefits of a CBDC, a central bank digital currency, but also the potential risks, and also recognize the important trade-offs that have to be thought through carefully. So they've been thinking, they've been planning, they've been forming. As for being first, Powell was likely responding to China's head start, where they are already testing in select cities and plan to launch their own digital currency later this year. Now, mind you, this is November 2020. So they already introduced it in China already. European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde also said that ECB is very seriously reviewing the creation of a digital euro. This is Europe Central Bank, ECB. Digital versions of traditional currencies not only mean it will be easier to create more, but also to control them more. It inevitably lends further credibility to Bitcoin, as investors come to realize it can't be inflated or controlled and has a finite total number of units, 21 million to be mined, that will gravitate toward the highly superior alternative. That's why Bitcoin is increasingly seen as a safe haven. It has become more accessible through a growing number of cryptocurrency exchanges, and it has gained distribution through payment processors like Square, who recently bought $50 million worth of Bitcoin, and PayPal. It's accepted by big name retailers, Microsoft, Starbucks, and Whole Foods, while the list keeps growing. So the people that think that, Bitcoin's not gonna, you're not gonna go. No, you're gonna, if you have a computer, you're gonna be able to do something with Microsoft. If you go to Starbucks every day, you're gonna be able to pay in Bitcoin. If you go to Whole Foods, you're gonna be able to pay in Bitcoin, all right? And the list keeps growing and growing. And that was back in November. Everybody's buying into Bitcoin right now. And Bitcoin ownership is soaring. The number of Bitcoin addresses with a balance of $1,000 or more has just hit a new all-time high. JP Morgan recently said, JP Morgan now, the guy that didn't believe in any of this stuff, silver or Bitcoin, JP Morgan recently said it expects over time Bitcoin will grow in popularity with millennials. And Kanye West just reiterated his support for alternative currencies like Bitcoin. Right? Bitcoin and silver parallels. Much of what I've said about Bitcoin is also true for silver. It's not easily produced. There's a limited supply. It's seen by many as money, and it's a safe haven, and it can't be inflated. Like Bitcoin, silver also goes through huge rallies, which can lead to huge payoffs for investors. Now, what a lot of people aren't understanding is when they talk about huge rallies in Bitcoin and invest in silver, they're just talking about these loose silver ones like that. That's what's rallying, and that's what they're investing when it comes to the stock. But when it comes to these numismatic coins, these perfect coins, the one that are in sealed cases, like I bought these coins for $95. Now they're going on eBay 3 months later for $299. That's 3 times the value. It's not just because of the weight of the silver, it's also because they're numbered in the year. It has a year set, so that gives them a certain amount, a limited amount. They're not making any more 2020 coins. It's on 2021 coins. So if you're getting pure silver coins that are dated and perfect and in a sealed case, these prices right here that are talking about these have nothing to do with the prices of this. So there was a coin like one of these, a 1999 coin, when they were all freaked out about the Y2K and the 1999 freak of January 1st, 2020 and computers and the Terminator and everything's gonna take over with AI, which seems to be happening now. One of those coins sold in October 2020 for $24,750. One of these, not one of these, 1999 one of these will sell now for about 15 bucks, right? Still goes up very in appreciation, but not exactly $24,750. So we all made a $1.2 million mistake. If we would have bought one of these coins every month, since 1996, that collection would have cost us about $40,000, but it would be worth today $1.2 million. But the problem is those statistics came back in 2019 when silver was, $11 an ounce? Now it's $39 an ounce. So times that by 3 or 4? Times it by 4. 3.5. Let's go like that. So it's probably like we all made a $4.1 million mistake. By just saving these, you don't have to play the market, you don't do anything. You grab them and put them in a safe. Easy does it. Wait 20 years and it goes up. Well, now these 2020s, they went up in 2 months. Why? Because we're in quarantine. All right. So let's keep reading for a sec, because this it's just another paragraph. But a couple of things are different between silver and Bitcoin. For one, the elites don't pay much attention to silver. It's there, it's relatively cheap, and it's a small market. Also, unlike Bitcoin, the supply of silver is it finite or finite? It's finite, right? I like how you're trying to whisper. They see your head, man. They know you're here. It's there. It's relatively okay. Unlike Bitcoin, the supply of silver is not finite. And the supply of silver is not finite, but they're talking about these because they keep mining these, just silver coins. But anything that has a year on it, that's not finite. That has a limitation for that year. That's what makes collectible coins, numismatic coins, worth way more. But if you bought it in like a bar, like a 100-ounce bar, that doesn't have a year on it. So that's just what they're talking about by weight. $39 an ounce, and you buy a 100-ounce silver bar, well, there's your price. But again, they're keeping this secret because this is where the real money is at in numismatic coins. All right, and then that's why I've been preaching, if you're gonna get silver, don't just buy regular loose silver, like, oh, where is it at? Here it is. Like these. Don't just go on some website and just buy a bunch of these little coins right there. That's what they're talking about. You buy this in case they turn off our electricity or blacks out and you need to buy some chicken or a blanket or something. What do you need?
Hold it up in here.
Oh, hold it up in here?
Yeah.
Like these. These coins. They're the same things. Like if you look close, it's the same. Oh, here, let me flip it. There you go. But this one is just, it's been uncirculated so far, but these are perfect coins that no air, no perfect, no marks, no dents, no nicks, no bumps, perfect design. They're collectibles, kind of like comic books or fine art or luxury cars or anything that I've worn on. No? It's getting there, man. It's getting there. Trading post. Value Village. You still buy it for $2. Anyways, I'll get back to reading, but once I found 7K metals, this is why I found it, because you can't deny silver and gold. It's been out here for thousands of years. Yes, buy Bitcoin. Yes, buy silver, and kind of put it between both. You want to diversify your portfolio. This is the new age portfolio. Not too many people believe in stocks because it's links to the US dollar, and fiat currency is dying, right? So you need something that's going to have some kind of wealth. Looks like digital currency is going to take over the whole world as the new currency over everybody's currency, not just America, everywhere. So might as well just have a little bit instead of trying to be the one that stands on the soapbox saying it's all fake, and then it rains, and might as well prepare. You know, that's how we do it in Alaska. Is you prepare for winter in the summertime. Well, if it gets cold and it snows, well, at least we have shelter, right? And extra food, you know, a freezer full of meat. Anyways, let's keep going. It said, as I pointed out previously, just 28.7% of new silver supply comes from primary silver mines. Just 28%. 71% of newly mined silver is only produced as a byproduct of other metals like gold, copper, lead, and zinc. So a large portion of newly mined silver is not driven by its price. If silver prices rise dramatically, that doesn't imply more production. So that's how you know GameStop had nothing to do with the rise of the price of silver. Here's perhaps one of the most interesting comparisons. According to Steve St. Angelo of the SRS Co report, at $1,300, gold and silver $20. All the investment gold worldwide is worth $2.93 trillion. I say that again. All investment gold in gold worldwide is worth $2.93 trillion, in the trillions, right? All mined Bitcoin so far is only worth $240 billion. All right? So that's a lot of money. Now the total of investment silver market is only worth $52 billion. That's how the least amount of silver is out there. It's not as, what do you call it? It's not circulated as people think. People have it in like chains or in their laptop or in their phone or in their missiles. I hope you don't have any missiles at home. They use what on all this new solar energy, solar panels and all that, right? But the silver that is actually available to me and you in coin form or whatever, it's only worth $52 billion. So people talk about rarity, well, especially in supply and demand, but rarity means that silver is more rare and there's not that much out there. So you definitely should have Silver, a lot. I thought I had a good amount. Man, people are talking about, I just bought 10,000 coins. Like $10,000 worth? Like, no. 10,000 coins. Oh man, I don't even have it. That's a, I got like this much and throwing in the ocean right there. Like, never mind. I don't have 10,000 coins. So you can't have enough. And now everywhere's selling out. But everybody's buying these kind of stuff. Right? 7K Metals always has bullion or non-taxable, non-traceable coins. They say anything is decentralized, the cryptocurrency decentralized. American Silver Eagles are decentralized too. You don't pay taxes on these. They're not traceable. The government is not going to take these from you, or if you believe that they're going to outlaw gold again, like Franklin Roosevelt did back in 1930, 33, or 31, 33. 33, right. They outlawed gold, but they didn't outlaw silver. And they didn't outlaw American Eagle coins either. It was gold bars, all right? So if you want to hedge your money against the government taking it from you, make sure you get it in silver, and make sure you do the research to find out which coins are taxable, which means traceable by the government, and which coins are not. There's about a list of about like 13 coins, like Canadian maples, Australian kangaroos, but like South African cougarans. There's a few of them. Look them up. So it keeps going. If silver prices rise dramatically, that doesn't imply more in production, right? Here's perhaps one of the most interesting comparisons. According to Steve Stangelo, oh no, okay. My main takeaway is obviously not to pit against Bitcoin. Rather, it's to point out their similarities and the opportunities they offer going forward. Investors should not see these options as mutually exclusive. I don't know what that means. Instead, they should simply own silver and Bitcoin. Yes, they are likely to be volatile, but they also both have wild secular bull markets ahead of them. And that's way more important than any differences. All right. Now, I did a calculation. Man, I should use my phone. This would be the easiest one.